All right, welcome back everybody to On the Screws Golf. I am your host, Hammerin' Hank of On the Screws Golf. Welcome back everybody. Great to have you here tonight to watch this this video. You can see right now I have a rookie account that's a little bit more mature. It's usually I play pro only with it, but again, since I'm just getting back into the swing of things, I'd like to take it out for a test run, and this was the night to do it. So let's go ahead and get into it, but give me a second and we'll be right back with hole number one. All right, welcome back. Hole number one, here we go. As I said, we're going to be playing with an EM9, an Extra Mile 10, a Grizzly 8. Again, this is a pro account that we're just taking out for a test run on this tournament here. So you're going to see an EM9 here. We're going to play 10% at max. We're going to go full top spin, full right spin, using a Kingmaker. Usually with an EM8 here, what I would do is play full OP, half a ball of right curl, get out around 407. But you'll see here that we're going to adjust on 10% max, 2 rings. We're going to push back up to where it needs to be at full. And then we're going to go ahead and give it about 90% overpower, about a half a ball curl right. Hit it perfect if you can. And you'll see that it comes out nicely. Rolls up in that left-hand side of the quadrant and comes down into that shadow very nicely. And we'll finish up right at 423. Be right back for 2. All right, welcome back. Shot number 2. We have the Grizzly 8. We are going to play this at 10% at min, as you can see, or max, excuse me, 10% max. I think we're going to take a couple bars of backspin and maybe 1 right spin. No, 1 and 1. 1.1 and 1. Get that ball guide into the hole. And again, 10% at max. .2. And you're going to see us miss it to the left of the hole because we didn't have enough adjustment. So at 10% max, you may want to consider, probably, 20% there. And then obviously the 1.1 backspin wasn't really probably enough to keep that in hole either. So consider 1.5 back and plus 20 at max. All right, see you for hole 2. Okay, welcome back. Hole number 2 from the big game tournament. Okay, on this one we're playing EM9, and the EM8 does not have as much curl as the EM9, so take that into consideration on this shot. So inner green ring on the left edge at the plus 11 for both EM8 and EM9. 5.2 top spin, 3 left spin, katana. So 5.2, 5.3-ish, something like that. And then 25% max. That's right, 25% max adjustment here. And if you're doing an EM8, you're going to go 1 full ball curl. The EM9 gives you a little bit more, which I've taken the, more liberty with the 9 than the 8, and you'll see that the 9 will come in to the left of the pin. The EM8, you can see how far to the left that came in. It's that much curl. The EM8 usually comes in to the right of the stick, or just to the right by about a square or 2. So we don't give ourselves a chance with the EM9 with that much, so we'd want to go 3/4 of a ball curl to the left with an EM9. All right, we're going to come back. We make that for eagle, so we'll be back for hole number 3 in just a moment. Okay, welcome back. Hole number 3, and this is where the troubles begin. So buckle up, buttercup, and strap in for a wild ride. Here we go. Berserker, EM9, full topspin, 1 left spin, 10%, or excuse me, 0% at max. We do adjust the 3.10% max, and then we do push back up. We will get to 432 yards in the fairway. Why? Because we hit a perfect tee shot. Literally perfect. Full OP, not much of a, maybe an eighth of a ball curl to the left. And perfect connection. Gets us out there. And beautiful drive. I mean, absolutely spectacular. But here comes the issues. Okay, shot number 2. So we decide to go with the Horizon 7 and try to be cool, like the cool kids. All right, so we played this at 0% at max. You could see 2 right spin and, for God knows some reason, 7 top spin. What are we thinking? It's crazy. All right, so let's just say we stick with that, okay? So 0% max, 5 mile an hour. So we go 2.7 ring adjustment. What do? We push up 1.5 rings. Back up. Little baby inside curl. And what do? We hit it perfect. Of course we hit it perfect. And what do? Since we hit it perfect, it hits perfect. And bam! Right under that sign. Are we behind the sign? Of course we're behind the sign. So that really pretty much takes us out of play for the eagle. So we have to try and make something happen. And again, not wanting to count on our opponent to make the eagle from the rough, from the bunker, which he's in. So we're just going to play this conservative. Don't hit the sign and dunk us right into the rough line again. So we make par. Let's just go ahead and do the smart thing and just play conservative. So you could see some backspin, some right spin. Move it out there so we don't bang it into the sign. Give ourselves a little bit of leeway. And then adjust off 0% mid, 2.8 mile an hour. That makes it 1.1 rings. And then again, instead of really, taking half a ball curl, I took the inner ring or inner wall. I don't know what the hell I was thinking, but you can see just not enough. So we make birdie on that hole. Extremely, extremely difficult, to take that one in the chin. And, with the clubs we had and the Berserker, to make a birdie it's just ridiculous. Okay, be right back for hole number 4. Okay, hole number 4, shot number 1, our tee shot. Okay, we're going to use a Titan ball here, and again, EM9, we're going to go full top spin and 1 right spin here. We are going to adjust off 10% max, actually 0% max, and we'll go ahead and push our off our 4.5 wind, which is, I believe, 2.2 rings, 2.3 rings. And then we're going to push back up to max, just to give ourselves that max distance. We're going to go full OP. No need for any curl, left or right. But we do need a perfect connection, and we get the perfect connection. So as we bolster down the fairway, get a nice little roll out here. And I believe we're at the 420 yard mark. Yes, we are. All right. So with that, you thought the last hole was crazy and silly? Well, how about going into a hole and not knowing the adjustment on your second shot? Who does that, right? Well, I did that. So we have a thorn here. I have no idea what I'm going to do. So I'm like, what do I do? How about 1 or 2 backspin here and aim it at the hole? I was thinking of playing 10%, but then I'm like, I don't think so. How about I just play 10% plus 2 or plus 1? That's what I did. I went 10% plus 1. Instead of taking the full 20%, I went 10% plus 1. All right, so thinking about that and not concentrating on hitting the ball correctly, I hit a great ball to the left by about 2 rings, not giving myself a chance at all. So, back-to-back complete mind hiccups, and we go birdie on 2 relatively easy eagle holes. So now we're, after the first 2, we were 4 under. After the first 4, we're 6 under. So a little discouraging. So we'll be right back with, see if we can get our, heads together in the game on hole number 5. Okay, after that short break and a shot of American Honey Sting, which is amazing because it tastes great, goes down smooth, but it has a kick. Well, we are back at it. Okay, hole number 5, EM9, full top spin, 1 left spin, and what we are going to do, 10% at max. We're going to put that as far down into that corner of that fairway gap as possible, just 10% at max. And then, of course, no overpower because you're going to see it lands just next to the collar down there. But we do hit perfect, which gives us a really good chance. And you could see it hits right there. And watch this little glitch roll. Amazing. So normally it's 374 to 365. We land at 408. 408. So that takes our sniper shot out of play, and it brings into play a Grizzly 8 rough bump. Okay, great. Let's do it. Why not? Look at that wind direction. That rough bump, if you go ahead and hit it left or right, we should be fine. We shouldn't have that much of a problem. So let's do this. Let's go 1 left spin and see if we can't just make this rough bump. So we're going to play this at 10%. I think it was 10% at max. 2.4. We hit it perfect. I'm like, all right, we got a chance at this, baby. Got a chance. And no. So we played that 10% at max. So you're going to either have to play that at 10% 10% min, or you're going to have to play that 0% max. It all depends on what the numbers read. So if it's, I think you need at least 0.2 or 0.3 short of your pull. So if that was a 2.3 pull, you need a 2-point pull, right? So you can go, let's say, 10% max minus 0.3. Or something like that. That's the adjustment I'm going to make for the next time we go through here. But again, I don't think I'll be at 408 yards ever again because of that glitch roll. So that's not going to really be that big of an issue. But if you find yourself at the glitch roll at 408-ish, do yourself a favor. 10% max minus 0.3. Okay, we'll be right back with hole number 6. All right, welcome back. Here we go. Hole number 6, EM9. We're going to play this at 10% max. We're going to go 4.5 topspin, 3 full left spin, Kingmaker. And again, I love these Kingmakers only to cut the wind down. That's all I use them for. Like on hole number 4 with the downwind and you really need to blast one out there. Yeah, get the Titan out. Go for it. Get a Berserker out. Yeah, kill it way down there. But when you need a precise shot where you can't use full max overpower and all of that, cutting the wind down is very important. To me, it is. So we're going to adjust 1.6, and you're going to see about less than a quarter ball curl, less than outside ring curl to the left, and you'll see us bounce, rough, bump right past the shadow for 315. So what does that do for us? 315 puts us in a shot opportunity at Thorn at 10% mid. if you get to 432, you're doing thorn at minimum. So this at 417, or excuse me, 317, 315, you're doing mid adjustment. So we do 2 backspin here, no side spin. With that downwind, I have the ball guide a little too close to that hole. It needs to be about 1/4 of a square short of that hole, and watch it bounce and roll in. Mine is going to fly in the hole on a bounce, which is fortunate for us to make it, but a little bit scary on and you could see the balls on those bottom teeth, so I get a little bit of overpower as well. So everything could go wrong here if you're not careful. Bounce, 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 and in. So we need to be very careful on watching, since this is a full downwind tournament. Got to be very careful on where we're placing our ball guides, okay? All right, see you in a short moment. Okay, welcome back to hole number 7, the big game tournament. All right, on this one, we almost blow it here. We do kind of blow it because we don't have an albatross attempt. So what we do here is we go full top and we go 3 right. So basically we go 7 top, 3 right. And what we do is we go 10% at max, we adjust, and then we push all the way back up, which isn't a mistake. It's fine. Push all the way back up. But the problem is I use overpower here. There's no need for overpower here. If I was going to do any overpower, just to the like circle drop, that's it. Nothing more than that. But you'll see that with that extra overpower, and we're going to roll all the way out 417 yards into the rough. So that puts us into a rough iron shot. So really discouraging, really unfortunate. Takes away the sniper albatross attempt. So with that being said, I don't have any sniper albatross attempt for you. I do have this really fun shot, which turns out to be awful, but it's still kind of fun. So you'll see me trying to figure out, okay, what the heck am I going to do? I can't even see what the ball guides are doing, so let me move it back. And let me see what I can do here. Can I just get it close? Do I want to try and make it? Yeah, I want to try and make it. I'm going to try to take it off this hill. So let's do this. And, and then what I'll do is I'll curve it, and maybe it'll, and I don't want to get in the fairway, in the rough line. I want to stay in the fairway no matter what. So I'm going to be very gentle with it, 10% at max. And I'm going to try to bounce it left in case I do hit the rough. It'll bounce back out. And you'll see that we hit a great ball, and it's not even close. There's that little divot right there, and it just sits right in that little divot. But we do make the putt, and we do get an eagle. But again, just hurting ourselves on 3 different holes, birdie, and not an attempt at an albatross. We can't make those mistakes. We got to clean this up. All right, hole number 8, just in a moment. All right, welcome. Hole number 8. All right, extra mile 9. We're going to go 3 right spin. We're going to go 7.2 top spin. 10% at max. You can see I'm trying to get that third bounce. 1, 2 pad, 3, right past that dark green rough line. And you'll see what happens here. So no overpower, no curl. Hit it perfect. Just like we drew it up. 1, 2, 3. And a little bit too hard. So just move it back a little bit, and I think we stay on the green. We don't make it, but we still stay on the green. So we make that for the eagle, and that brings us to 14 under with this last hole to play. So we'll just keep this video rolling, and here we go. All right, what we do here is the EM9, we're going to go move that yellow ring back into that little corner against that rough line. We're going to go 4.5 top, and we're going to go 1 right spin. 4.5 top, 1 right, and no adjustment, no move target. So other than getting that yellow ring on the fairway and the rough line. Hit it perfect, no OP, no nothing. And you'll see that we come out to 357-ish. Yep, 357. So now what we're going to do is we are going to try to play the sniper. Okay? Try to play that sniper. So what we're going to do is play this at 10% at min, full backspin, and 1 right spin. I got it at 2, but we move it to 1. So full back, 1 right, and what we're trying to do is accomplish, and I didn't do a very good job. See that stupid sniper signature is in the way. You can't really see. So what I tried to do was get the ball guide to the left of the pin. I got it too far to the left of the pin by 1 full square, if not more, where you just want it to the outside edge of the cup, with the ball guide pointing at the outside of that cup on the right-hand side. And then we hit it perfect off a 10% min adjustment, and you'll see bounces, goes right up where it needs to, comes down nice and gently, but unfortunately it stays the course and just to the right side of the stick. So, unfortunately, we did not make that again. But if you take a look at the end of the day, with all of the issues we had, 16 under is not that bad of a score, right? We could have had an issue on 7. We battled through that by hitting it through the fairway up there. But 3 is an easy mistake to correct, and 4 is an easy mistake to correct because we have to learn what that second adjustment is from 420 yards. Once we figure that out, those will all be 2s. You'll be sitting at 18 under, if not more, based on getting an albatross or 2. But for now, sitting pretty at number 1. And you can see, you would think that we'd have more 17s, 18s, and things like that. But we do not at this point. Let's see what we got here. 5,800 games. Shop 15. How many games do I have on this account? Oh, 71. Look at all those banners. Whoops. Oh, well. All right, everybody. That's all we need to go over. Again, I told you it was a pro account. So with that being said, thanks for watching. Thank you for being a subscriber. If you are not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. Perfect timing. You saw the subscribe button up on the screen. Again, thank you for watching. A thumbs up on the video would be fantastic. And then smash a comment down below. Tell me what you're looking for. Tell me that just a numbskull or a knucklehead for making birdie on 3 and 4. All right, everybody. Thanks so much. Have a great night. We'll chat with you real soon. All right, everybody. Welcome to On the Screws Golf. We'd like to thank you for being here on the stream. So what? And welcome to DCF&P, baby. And again, thank you so much for attending, and please consider subscribing.